Good morning, everybody. It's time for another delicious edition of Texas Oatmeal. Except today, it's really just an update video because I haven't put out anything in, well, I don't know, a couple months maybe. Basically, I've been super busy painting. You see the Vanderhall is under the car cover, which, by the way, those of you on the fence about car covers, Cover Max car cover for the Slingshot fits just fine. It's a little loose because, of course, this isn't as wide as the Slingshot, but it's got a little strap to really, pull it underneath and tighten it up. But it fits all the way to the back, covers up the tire, fits across, even with the luggage rack with my parachute on it. Fits just fine. And these are like $100 and something bucks, like right at like $100. That's the strap. So you can sling that underneath and hook it into the other side and pull it tight. Works kind of like a chin strap for a motorcycle helmet. Anyways, but just sitting here in the garage, you don't need it, unless you're gonna tie it down outside and make it weatherproof. But it works good. Anyways, so I feel like I've mentioned that before, but it's been several videos, and since I don't upload very often, it's probably like a year ago since I mentioned the Cover Max. Okay, so no real update to the Vanderhall. I did get inspected for the first time since I've owned it. That went just fine. It's just like a motorcycle. It's just safety inspection. It's just real quick. I barely even got out of the car. They just made me flip the lights on and off and turn signals and all that. Super easy. So if any of you don't realize that it's just take it to like any place that does regular vehicle inspections. It's inspected like a motorcycle. Works just fine. I did have to fix my horn though. So it turns out if you try to use the stock Venice horn on an aftermarket wheel and it's not exactly the same thickness, yeah, it doesn't work so well. It honks when you don't want it to. So my neighbor with his dog. Anyways, so yeah, I had to use the stock horn from the aftermarket wheel, but hey, whatever. It just doesn't say Venice on it. A lot of you guys don't like the Venice logo on the horn anyways, but I think it looks good. I like the pop of yellow. But yeah, so I've had zero time to do anything with the Vanderhall. I've been painting my life away. I'm actually painting today, and I just stopped to do a video real quick. I got a couple going. This guy's gonna get some gray on it, gray stripe, gray hood up here. This one's got black with some fenders that I got put on it. This one's basically done, except for I gotta undercoat it and peel the liquid or the overspray off. I've been painting so much it's ridiculous. I've had zero time to work on the Vanderhall. It's also been winter in Texas and it's been kind of weird weather on and off, so I haven't had a lot of time. And I need new tires. I did drive it today because I wanted to drive it, but I have new tires. I actually bought the Federal SS 595. They're very similar to the stock tires, but they're a little more, I don't know, aggressive or something, maybe. I don't know if you want to call that aggressive or not, but it's a little bit different pattern, same basic idea over the stock ones. These are very cheap compared to the stock ones though. The stock ones are going to run you somewhere around 250 bucks or so for two. These are 150 bucks for two. And I don't see the reason in running the stock tread pattern versus these. Obviously I don't know yet. Once I put these on, I'll let you know, and I'll do a follow-up video about that. But I mean, for 100 bucks less, I went with it. So we'll see how they do. I got those for gigatires.com, so it's giga-tires.com. I'll link it in the description below. If you're looking for new tires for your Vanderhall, that's where I got those shipped to my door got them on a Black Friday special. So I've had them for a while and just haven't put them on. But got them on a Black Friday special, and it was like 140 shipped to the door. So pretty cheap. I think they're like 155 plus shipping currently on the website. But still, that's not too bad for two tires. So hopefully they work. So I figured I'd uncover it and show you the tires. So that's kind of what I'm working with right now. Not super slick or anything, but definitely lower than it should be on the tread life. I have a little bit of extra wear on the inside edge of this tire, and it's the opposite on this one. It's the outside edge of this tire. I'm sure that means something. It's probably pulling one direction or something. I don't know. It doesn't really pull. I don't know. It seems fine to me. But I'm sure something's off right there. not near what some other people are seeing. Some people are getting like this kind of wear and like a ton of tread, so their toe or their camber probably is way off. This one's not too bad, so I don't really know other than take it to the dealer and see what they'll do. But I mean, the dealers seem to be pretty horrible about any kind of maintenance or any kind of help when it comes to dealing with these Vanderhalls. Some dealers better than others. I really haven't had any issues out of the dealer, but I haven't gone to them for anything other than when I tried to get them to do an oil change and they wanted to charge me $300, which is crazy. Only reason I wanted them to do an oil change because I didn't have a set of ramps, I didn't have an oil catch can, and I didn't have like a 24mm socket. I think is what it uses. I don't know. Whatever socket was, I didn't have it, so I had to get that, the ramps, catch can, and then oil and all that stuff. But still, I spent like $150 maybe or something. I forget. Even with like Royal Purple, like, you know, good high dollar oil, which is what I'm running in this. I haven't had any issues. I put it in at 7,000 miles and I'm at like 8,600 now. So far so good. It runs great. But even after buying ramps and everything to do the oil change, it was clearly like half the price what the dealer wanted to charge me. I don't know why they wanted to charge me so much, but that wasn't going to happen. Actually, when I posted that online too, one of the Vanderhall reps said he'd reach out to that dealer and talk to them. I don't know if he ever did. I've never called them again to see what they think about doing an oil change on one, but now that I have all the stuff, I'm just going to do it myself. It's not that hard. But yeah, so got to get those new tires installed. I'll do those. I'm going on a trip this week. I'll do those when I get back, hopefully, go get them swapped out, and then I'll let you guys know about the tire situation. And then yeah, I've had a lot of people ask me how I install my hood or take my hood on and off with the rib nuts. So I've been doing that, been sending that out a lot, telling people how to do that. I've had to update people on what to do there because everybody hates the stock hardware that's actually behind here. There's a little clip that moves around and it's hard to line up and everything when you need to put the hood back on. So the rib nuts obviously don't move at all. It threads in perfectly. I've never had one come loose. They don't back out. I mean, they're flawless. I had to go to 10mm rib nuts because the hole that was in the actual bracket or the metal part that was holding the clip, the hole on mine was too big to accept the standard 6mm rib nut and bolt. So I had to go to a 10mm, which works fine. I had to remount the holes on the hood a little bit to make that happen, to run the bigger hardware. You know, it works great, and it actually looks kind of cool. I actually like the bigger hardware on it. I think it looks kind of mean. But I didn't bother doing it on the back because those were good. Those don't have clips on them. Those thread into the plastic piece instead of the metal clip that was on the front, so I left those alone. I haven't touched those at all, not even once. They seem to be working. I don't take the hood on and off that often, but I'm sure at some point that plastic is going to wear out and I'm going to have to put rivet nuts in there too, which will be better, but I haven't done it yet. So anyways, a couple of things that I've been asked about lately on the forum that I figured I'd talk about. I'll update you guys on tires once I get them installed. And again, the top, I have lost interest in the top unless I make it a full cockpit and literally like enclose the whole thing and make it slide back and forth. That looks weird that I'm doing that. Okay, make it slide back and forth, right, so that I can get in and out. That would be awesome. I mean, that's totally the way to go if I do it, because it would look amazing and it would go with the theme of the, you know, the aeronautical, like the aircraft theme, especially if I make it look just like an AT6 Texan, which is what this is modeled after. If I did that and had a canopy that covered everything and I could slide it back and forth, that would be incredible. So probably not very safe, because if you get in a wreck and you can't slide it open and this thing catches on fire or something, you're probably dead. But it would be super cool, and let's just pretend that we would never get in a wreck if I do it. So I've been thinking about that. Could be something I do in the future. I don't really know, because again, I have no time to do any of this. I paint, I come home, I paint, I go to work. And we're going on a trip this week. So I'm not going to be home for a few days, and things are going to get backed up even more than they already are. So that's really it. I'm going to get back to painting, finishing this stuff up, and hopefully in the next couple weeks I'll get back to modding the Vanderhall. I got a light set I want to put on, like an underglow set. I want to install a third brake light, a flashing brake light. That now I've seen a couple people have started to do that, so it's good to know that it works, because I didn't really know for sure how to do it. I've got a brake light module that's got a flasher built in that I think you can wire up once I figure it out. I might ask Paul for a little help. He seems to be always a step ahead of me for everything he does for his Vanderhall, but I'm right behind you, Paul. So I'm going to be doing the third brake light mod because I think it needs it. The lights, the way they're tucked in underneath the back, just not the greatest for visibility, and I like that it's a flashing third brake light, so that'll probably help things. It is car show season coming up, so we're going to be going to some more car shows. Not that anybody ever wants to watch any of the car show stuff that I put up. I get like maybe sometimes less than 100 views on a car show thing, or like if I go to Barrett Jackson or LA Auto Show, nobody ever wants to see that. They literally just want to see the Vanderhall content or the BMW hate, because that is my most watched video, is the things I hate about the BMW. So people love that. They love to watch it anyways. So yeah, okay, so this is like the third or fourth time I've said that's it, and really that's it for today. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
You must be blinded by the lights. We came to shine here. Watch it look daytime in the night. We bring the vibes here. We full of